just took place recently on Saturday, technically yesterday because I'm recording this on Sunday and everything. I am talking about Backlash. WrestleMania Backlash, no more, just good old-fashioned Backlash, which took place in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The first WWE event to take place in Puerto Rico, at least according to the wiki here, since New Year's Revolution 2005. Go figure. So, first time back in Puerto Rico here for this event, and so we're gonna be talking about it. So a couple things though before we get into the matches and everything. Well, first of all, as always, not professional wrestling reviewer or analyst, just a man who enjoys a good time, which I definitely had with this event. Right off the bat, the crowd here in Puerto Rico were electric for just about everything. Like, they were so excited to see everything happening, everything going on, and it was really awesome to see. But the other thing is, man, all the great matches here is definitely a palate cleanser compared to all the bad stuff I've had to look at throughout the week for Awful Month and everything. All the stuff I had to review to see actual good wrestling and stuff. Man, what a breath of fresh air. I definitely needed that cleanse. But we gotta dive back into the bad stuff coming up this week. But again, this week's gonna have a couple doozies. But without further ado, let's get right into the event, starting with the first match, and that was Bianca Belair battling Iyo Sky for the Raw Women's Championship, and actually defeating Iyo Sky for the Raw Women's Championship. Pretty solid match, although Bianca Belair winning here wasn't really the popular decision, but Iyo Sky and Bianca Belair still put on a really solid match, and Iyo not just showing a lot of the aerial stuff, but also showing some ground-based stuff, which is nice, including injuring Bianca Belair's arm, leading to a really awesome spot where Bianca carried her with one arm for a little bit, and Bayley inadvertently, or perhaps inadvertently, he at least apparently inadvertently, maybe it was on purpose to fit the storyline, but inadvertently costing Iyo Sky the match, as the referee caught her trying to hold Bianca Belair's braid in place to hold her down while Iyo Sky went for the moonsault, and it ended up costing her. So now Bianca Belair is officially going to be the Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown. So I guess her and the SmackDown Women's Champion will trade belts. Who is the SmackDown Women's Champion? We're going to find out later on in this review, of course. But as for the match itself, like I said, really, really solid. The crowd was really into it. Both women definitely put on a really solid performance. And even though Bianca, people didn't really want her to win, I think the match itself still kind of made up for it in that regard. But I do wonder who Bianca will drop it to eventually. But the next match that we're going to talk about is Seth freaking Rollins battling Omos, a real David and Goliath battle. Of course, Omos, the very big man, battling Seth Rollins, and the much smaller man, and Seth Rollins definitely over her like crazy nowadays. It's with the people singing his theme song and everything, which they did throughout a good majority of this match. But Seth Rollins actually pulling off the win against Omos, and I do like the story that they told with Omos being like physically dominant through most of the match, and Seth having to get the win by using more of his speed and agility and his quick wits. It's kind of luring Omos into things like the turnbuckle and everything, and eventually leading to not just two stomps, which way to put Omos over, really solid way to put Omos over, having to kick out one and then do like the power kick out where the opponent's launched in the air. So Seth having to go to I think the top rope, if not the middle rope. I forget exactly. He to deliver a super stomp from there to put away Omos. Also really solid match. Like I said, a really good David Goliath battle, which some people may have mixed feelings about David Goliath type battles, but there's a reason oftentimes they work against, because of matches like this where the smaller guy like Seth has to rely on his wits and everything. And of course Seth Rollins is the architect, so not really a problem for him, but relying on the wits and everything to put away the bigger man. But next up was the United States Championship Triple Threat match, as Austin Theory defended and defeated against Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. I know that kind of came out wrong, but defended the title and defeated Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. Really solid match, although according to the wiki here, the wiki's to be believed, this is the shortest match on the card, or which go figure, but I think all three men really got a lot of time to shine. Of course, Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed showing a lot of their power, and Bronson Reed, in addition, his agility, including that beautiful moonsault off the top rope. Austin Theory having to rely on being clever and his wits. It's ultimately pinning Bronson Reed off a spear by Bobby Lashley in order to retain all three men. I think looked really, really solid here. So Austin Theory taking the United States Championship over to SmackDown, and I wonder what's going to be next for Mr. Austin Theory here. But next up, Rhea Ripley battling and defeating Zelina Vega for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Really solid match. Zelina Vega getting to perform in front of her home country. Definitely, it had to be a great honor for her, and her getting emotional after the match, even in defeat, that emotional moment really tugs on the heartstrings, man. But yeah, really solid between the two. Rhea Ripley retains, so I guess her and Bianca are going to be swapping titles, as Rhea Ripley was drafted to Raw and Bianca Belair was, of course, drafted to SmackDown in the match. But yeah, so really a solid match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The next match, arguably the match of the night, a lot of people say this match in the main event, and I kind of have to agree, and that is Bad Bunny battling Damian Priest in a San Juan street fight. This match was awesome. I forgot who it was who said it on Twitter, but I definitely have to agree, this match was overbooked in like the best ways. This is the longest match of the night at 25 minutes. It's normally overbooking a match could be bad, it could potentially be fatal, but I think this one was overbooked in like the best ways, because you already had the weapons, and you had spots such as Damian Priest doing the broken arrow into the crowd and everything, hanging off the I believe scaffolding, or a certain area to put Bad Bunny down there, and then the Judgment Day trying to get involved, which of course is Finn and Dominic, and then the LWO showing up, Carlito showing up as well, Savio Vega showing up, all these moving parts, and then Bad Bunny putting away Damian Priest with the Canadian Destroyer. Like I said, overbooked, definitely overbooked, but really, really solid match. And like I said, match of the night. A lot of people feel like this match had main event, could have main evented and should have main evented. And honestly, if this was the main event, it definitely would have been in a really solid way to close off the show, because people were like electric for everything going on, especially with the returns and everything, and yeah, just the atmosphere, singing along to Bad Bunny's theme song and everything. Really, really solid stuff. But next up was the six-man tag as the Bloodline, which was the Usos and Solo Sikoa battling Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, and actually defeating them, which was a bit surprising, but I guess it fits into the narrative in a couple ways. For starters, the Usos needing their younger brother Solo to end up getting the win, but also we see perhaps more cracks in the Bloodline, as Solo almost spiked Jay with the Samoan spike, and Solo had to be like calmed down and everything, and so some tension between Jay and Solo, and Jimmy having to kind of play peacemaker at the end. Even when they're doing the celebration, you can see some tension between Solo and Jay, but they pulled it together, pulled off the win, and with Roman coming back on SmackDown, we're gonna see how the story of the Bloodline will continue to go from there. Will Roman be happy with the win? Will he chastise the Usos? Will he chastise Solo? We'll have to see. And then in the main event, Cody Rhodes battled Brock Lesnar and actually defeated Brock Lesnar. Not gonna lie, this match was kind of weird. This match is a bit of an anomaly in both a good and a bad way. On one hand, Cody getting the win, and I think a lot of people, maybe not as many people expected it, but Cody getting the win. Brock Lesnar going into the turnbuckle, into the exposed turnbuckle, and sporting the Crimson Mask. Apparently no blading involved. Brock Lesnar got busted open on the exposed turnbuckle, and Cody getting the win. And after pinning Brock, while Brock had the Kimura in, Cody pinned Brock's shoulders down. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think that's the first time Brock's lost that way, but nevertheless, Cody getting the win over Brock that way, and Cody coming out victorious. But on the other hand, and a lot of the other stuff really made this weird, such as Cody attacking Brock before the match even began and hitting him with weapons and everything. And why wasn't this match, well, I kind of understand why, because you already had like a street fight, but this match being no holds barred, I think also would have worked for this story, because both men really been going after each other. But Cody attacking Brock before the match, and then how Cody won. Something tells me it was kind of a last minute thing, because then Cody like pieces out barely. He does any celebration or anything like that, just pieces out up the ramp. And I'm not sure what's going on there, but really kind, like I said, really kind of an anomaly of a match, a weird way for Cody to win. Like Cody, he and people point this out. That's almost like a heel thing to do, attacking the opponent before the match. Now, it'd be one thing if they attacked each other before the match, like they went right after it, but Cody initiating the attack, going after Brock and everything, and Cody attacking him with weapons before the match, and then Cody kind of winning the way he did, which again, kind of clever babyface stuff. And like I said, I don't think I don't think it's the first time Brock's lost that way, but yeah, kind of a weird way to end the match. And hopefully they don't do what they did with Liv Morgan at SmackDown, where they kind of try to breeze past it and try to make Cody kind of still kind of like the face and kind of like the uber or white meat baby face. I do want them to address it, like either have Cody like admit that he needs to be clever to beat Brock and maybe offer a rematch or something, or kind of start to show a bit of a darker side of Cody. He kind of do what they did with Shawn Michaels back in 2010 or 2009 and 2010, going against The Undertaker, where he's so desperate to get back to Roman and finish the story and take the titles off of Roman that he's being blinded to everything else. But as for now, how kind of a weird way to end off the match. But nevertheless, still a really solid show. Like I said, the crowd really electric, and yeah, really awesome stuff. Hopefully this isn't the last time WWE he goes to Puerto Rico. I did see like an article saying this might be the last one for a while. Hopefully not the case, because the crowd definitely was into this one, and overall a really solid show. And WWE having a lot of international shows. Back to back. There was Clash of the Castle. There was, of course, the stuff in Saudi Arabia with Crown Jewel. There's Backlash here, and then there's going to be Money in the Bank taking place in the UK later on in the, I think like next month, if I'm not mistaken. But yes. Hopefully this isn't WWE. Hopefully WWE doesn't take a delayed. It doesn't take a long time to come back to Puerto Rico, because the people of Puerto Rico definitely appreciated them, and it was really awesome to see how into everything they were. But nevertheless, that's going to do it for this review. The best and worst matches of the night, or I guess the strongest and weakest matches of the night. For strongest, definitely Bad Bunny, Damian Priest. A really solid match on the whole end. Like I said, overbooked but still effective, and yeah, definitely the case. Whoever said that on Twitter was definitely right. It was overbooked, but it worked. Sometimes the overbooking can work, and this is the case where the overbooking worked. In terms of the weakest match, unfortunately, I gotta give it to Cody and Brock. I was expecting a bit more from this match. Like these two are definitely capable of putting on a great competitive match against each other without some of the extra shenanigans, such as the attack from earlier, or stuff like that. And my dad suggested that maybe they had to stop the match because of Brock's bleeding, but not really. He of course, Roman has donned the Crimson Mask, as ironically against Brock. Ironically against Brock at Mania 34, and there's been several other Crimson Masks in the past, and they haven't stopped the match early, so I don't think that's it. But yeah, a bit weird. But nevertheless, that's going to do it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video, so you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the show, your thoughts on my review of the show. Did you dislike the event? Did you dislike my review of the event? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.